Oh, okay, everyone. Uh, Today is the week 11 of the semester, and you'll be soon to the end of this semester. Okay, okay. Let me start from this. From this. Uh, today's today's search and paste and share your ideas is here, and I still encourage everyone to say something during the class, and you will get 2 marks in each interaction. And today's topic is about trace minerals. Trace minerals and the same patterns as I show you. Please copy and paste the related information from this Google document. From this Google document is this. Then please search for products or advertisement that emphasize the benefit of trace minerals in their product. And to find product or advertisement from your country first, then other country. For example, I have 3 examples here. The first one, what's this? The brand is Mega Food, and the product name is Blood Builder. So what's the key point? What's the key component of this product? Iron, you got it. And iron actually is a very good. I cannot say it's a good nutrient. I say it's a good product to sell. It's a good component or your ingredient to sell your product. And you can find tons of advertising or product about iron, and we can see about this item, gentle iron tablet, clinical show to increase iron level without side effect. Oh, it sounds good. And vital nutrients formulated with vitamin C and beetroot. Oh, beetroot. Okay. It's sweet. Nourishing ingredients including folic acid, vitamin B12, and all health blood red product. Better health starts with new nature and something like this. And this is an example. Let me show you the second one. The second example is I search the trace minerals, and here's another example. Trace mineral, 200 tablets, full spectrum supplement. Oh, it sounds good. And in the US, it's called a food supplement, but in Taiwan, it's called a healthy food. Health food. It's different concept. And but however, in Taiwan, the regulation, not the regulation, it's act. It's called the Health Food Regulated Administration Act. It means it's very high level of the regulation. Only permitted product can be called health food in Taiwan. It's not. I think it's strange. However, it's the law in Taiwan. But in the US, it's called food supplement. Food supplement, it sounds like if you need a little bit, you can buy this. It's a supplement. Okay, it's different thinking about the product. And non-GMO, non-genetically modified organism, gluten-free complex by Vital Trace, and it can ship to Taiwan. Here to Yi-Yuan, Taoyuan. Okay. And about this item, receive important trace minerals in one place now with your full spectrum formula. Okay, and convenient tablet features iodine. We will see that zinc, selenium, copper, magnesium, chromium, and molybdenum. The B is very slight. Molybdenum. Okay, molybdenum. And rooted in wireless and some good health here. Good health. because most of you will be majored in economics or marketing, so I like this kind of product, and I also encourage you to find situations, for example, in your country, have similar product. And I have the last one. And the product is here, from A to zinc. Actually, in the beginning, as I know, the Centrum used the from A to zinc. We know that in English world, we say from A to Z. It means very detailed steps. Step one, step two, step three. Everything is listed on the checklist. So we say from A to Z. And actually, Z is for the essential nutrient called zinc. It's a metal. Z-I-N-C. Thus, the Centrum, the big brand of the vitamin, use the term from A to zinc. But can you see something different? Total skin complex. Let's check it. A to zinc, acne. Who knows acne? I don't know explain that. Especially some young people, have their sorry, I don't know explain that in English. The structure on their face, and actually it's normal. And this, what? Any question? In Taiwan, call it 面泡 or 青春痘. 面泡. Okay, it's acne, and I think the vitamin is good for treat acne. It's acne, and I think in my kid is 11 years old now, and when he needs this kind of product, I will buy that for him. So okay, I just show 3 examples here because one more thing. Let me show you. Last week, I bought microphones from Amazon. The first time I purchased the items from Amazon was in 2003 when I arrived in the US to start my PhD program. And I bought those 2 sets, the microphone sets, because in the future, in the end of this semester, I will encourage you to use the microphone. 2 sets. One will connect to the broadcasting system in the classroom, like this one. The second one is this microphone will be recorded into the USB sound card into the YouTube. If you allow me to do that, because I try to record your report, your presentation. In the future, for example, 2 years or 3 years after today, you apply a graduate school in the US. Dear Dr. Smith, I was smart and a hard worker. You can check the professor, Dr. $1. His YouTube, I presented my topic over there. You can check this website. You know that? So why I encourage you, if you allow me to record your face, your presentation, your voice, I think those equipments will arrive very soon. And besides this, I want to buy some different. Let me show you here. My checklist. Okay, I will show you next class. Okay, so any question? If no more question, I will continue to my class. And in the beginning of the second class, I will show how to present. I admit myself, I'm not a good presenter. I learned the skills. I learned academic writing when I was a master's student in Taiwan at the National Taiwan University. But I got the skills about presenting when I was a master's student in the US. Personally, as I know in the US, how about Daniel? When you were in the US, you need to learn the presentation and writing essay. So how do you compare the difference in that kind of situation in Taiwan? My personal opinion is in Taiwan, the education do not care about the writing skills or the presenting skills. What do you think? And not only agree, but I think the situation in Taiwan is horrible. Actually, how can I say that? I'm proud to say that I got my master's degree and my bachelor degree from National Taiwan University, the top one university in Taiwan. But I didn't know how to present. As I mentioned, when I was a master's student, we only had two focus. One is small screen, one is big screen. We never had eye contact with our audience. We never. And professors never emphasized this point. Thus, I was corrected many times in the US. Hey, you need to look at your audience. $1, look at here, look at me. And scan all audience in your classroom. So today, I believe many professors, they may not do this way. I had no idea. Okay, but personally, I will walk around, show my gesture. Everybody, check this. The vitamin is for acne. I think it's very good for young people. And this one from A to Z, something like this. The gesture is important, and look at your audience is also important. So in the end of this semester, I encourage everyone to show those skills. Next semester, I will prepare a general education about academic writing and presentation. Welcome to join my class, and you will have a lot of chance to practice. And I try to compensate the skills you didn't learn from Taiwan. Sorry, let me close the door. So, okay, it's okay. Okay, let's go back to our textbook. Today, our topic is trace minerals. What is trace mineral? The other one is major, that the amount of the minerals we need more than 100 milligrams per day. But this one, let's look this. Okay. Trace minerals are classified as minerals required in the diet each day. Each day, not a week, not a month. It's each day. It's small in a smaller amount, specifically 100 milligrams or less. Those include copper, zinc, selenium. Actually, too much selenium is toxic for human. Too much selenium, but just appropriate amount of selenium is good. It's essential for human health. But too much selenium is toxic for human. Iodine, chromium, fluoride, magnesium, molybdenum, and others. Although trace minerals are needed in a small amount, that is important to remember that deficiency in a trace mineral can be just detrimental to your health or major mineral deficiency. For example, iodine deficiency is a major concern in countries around the world, such as Fuji. I cannot agree with it. I will explain why. In the 1990s, almost 50% of the population has signs of iodine deficiency, also known as goiter. You know goiter? Goiter is a kind of disease or a syndrome that the thyroid gland around the neck become very big. And in maybe 50 or 60 years ago in Taiwan, in some counties that are not close to the ocean, the sea, people had a similar situation. And about 60 or 40 or 50 years ago, the Taiwan government, added iodine and related compounds into table salt. Actually, Taiwan government learned this skill from the WHO, not created by Taiwan. And it did solve a lot of problem about the goiter, the problem. To combat this national issue, the government of Fuji banned non-iodized salt and allowed only fortified iodized salt. Here is a term, fortified. In nutrition field, it has different meaning. Fortified, it means to add essential nutrients into the food. For example, in the US, many kids has their breakfast with corn chips or oatmeals, and the kind of common breakfast generally are fortified with some vitamin B or calcium or iron, those essential nutrients. So this term fortified, in English it has one meaning, but in the world of nutrition it has similar definition. It means to add nutrients into a food. Maybe the food has the kind of compound, the kind of ingredients, or it has not enough amount, and artificially human add the kind of nutrient into the food. It's called fortification, fortified. Iodized salt, adding iodine, for example, potassium iodate is a compound with potassium and iodine in the salt. Into the country in hope of increasing the consumption of iodine in people's diets. As I know, after the kind of event, Taiwan government enforced all table salt should fortified with iodine. About 10 or 20 years ago, the kind of the banned situation was changed because a lot of salt from land, not from sea, made from land, from mining, from salt mining, not from evaporation water from the seawater. It's different. Because the kind of goiter situation in Taiwan is very, very small amount. So actually, when we check the location of Fuji, let's check this. Sorry. Fiji, sorry, Fiji, not Fuji, sorry. Very close to, no, not very close, relatively close to Australia and New Zealand. Thus, personally, I think in Fiji, the country, the people will consume a lot of seafood. Since a lot of seafood, I don't think the deficiency in iodine is a problem. But I have no idea. Because only people live in inner the land and lack consumption of seafood will get this kind of disease. Okay, let's go back here. And allow only fortified salt. And as I know, Taiwan government, they did a fertilization in the table salt about 50 or 40 years ago, and it did help improve the situation. And with the law, the health promotion efforts encouraging the consumption of seafood, and great progress has been made in increasing the privilege in iodine deficiency in Fiji. Okay, so it's a case, and it also happened in Taiwan about 40 years ago, about 60 years ago. Okay, and figure 11.1, the trace elements. The trace minerals. Minerals, there are two major kinds. First one is the minerals. For example, sodium, potassium, chloride, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and sulfur. People in the food science and nutrition should memorize every terms here, but it's up to you. For you, your major is business and economics. It's up to you to memorize all terms. And the other side is trace minerals. It means the requirement is yes, but the amount is a little bit lower than the major minerals, generally lower than 100 milligrams per day. It has iron, copper, zinc, selenium, iodine, chromium, fluorine, magnesium, molybdenum. Okay. And you can see the exam slides here. For example, what is this? Essential minerals required in the diet in an amount of 100 milligrams per day or less. The second slide. Elements used in the body to promote chemical reactions and help firm body structure. Here. And next one. So what's the blank? Enlarged thyroid gland caused by a deficiency in iodine. And the last. A small amount of sodium iodide or potassium iodide that is added to table salt in order to consumption the iodine content of the diet. Okay, the essential trace mineral. A trace mineral acts as a cofactor of several the cofactor as enzymes. Okay, so you can do the kind of test. Let's go to the next one. Iron. Red blood cell contain the oxygen carrier protein. That's called first I read it in Taiwanese accent. It's called hemoglobin. That's Taiwanese accent. In US accent, it's read as hemoglobin. So it's up to you. You need to recognize the different accent. For me, it's a hard work. It is composed of 4 globular peptides. Globular means the shape is like a ball. The shape like a ball. And peptides, you can consider it as small proteins. Each containing a heme complex. Heme is an organic compound. Is a structure that will chelate to hold, although to grab the iron in the structure. It's called heme. Or you can check this. The structure looks like this. When I was a student, I ever memorized the structure of this, but I don't think you need to do that. But if you want to know more, you can ask me. We can discuss after the class or during the break. This is the structure of heme. And here Fe is the symbol for iron. And I have a question. There are 3 types of iron. The first one is in metal. The second one in ion state with 3 positive charges is called a ferric iron, F-E-R-R-I-C. The third one is the metal in iron form with 2 positive charges. It's called a ferrous. So guess which state of the iron is used in this heme? Metal, ferric, and ferrous. Because the student from our department, food science and nutrition, they need to memorize the details. You don't need to memorize those details, but just a hint for you. Here, actually is ferrous. Two positive with two positive charge is an ion. Is an ion here. But you know, every time when I join the organic chemistry exam or final exam or biochemistry, I always the top 10 in the class. So I enjoy the. In you mean the college in Taiwan with the level in high school in the U.S. Opposite. Okay. So you mean in the U.S. in the college, what they learned is the level close to the Taiwan high school level. Are you sure? I just guess maybe different high school in the U.S. has different situation, but I try to actually. Last week, I aligned Dr. Yuda Chen. We discussed about the courses in the Department of Marketing or somewhere at Wisconsin University River Falls. We discussed some details. I will let you know. Actually, we teachers, we always prepare something in advance for you. I will tell. Okay. So what's this? Here, the English letter O in red, it means oxygen. Oxygen here. And what's this? N. It's nitrogen. But however, there is a structure here. What does it mean? The element here is nitrogen, but the structure is from the histidine, the side chain of histidine. Did you memorize this? The plate with a pentagon, like pentagon, this structure is from histidine. It's a side chain of amino acid that's called histidine. And this kind there has two extra electrons. They can attract and stabilize the ferrous iron here. Then they can regulate it. Actually, for you it's nightmare, but it's a nightmare for me too. But I enjoy the kind of. Okay. Let's go. You still that you don't need to memorize those details. But if you got a major or double major in food science, in biochemistry, in biotechnology, you need to memorize those details. But now you don't need to do that. Okay, let's go back. So that's a heme, the structure, heme complex. In the center of each heme lies iron, like the figure 11.2. Iron is needed for the production of other iron-content proteins, such as myoglobin. Myoglobin very similar to hemoglobin, but it exists in our muscle, especially in our muscle. Myoglobin is a protein found in the muscle tissue that enhances the amount of available oxygen for muscle concentration. And iron is also a key component of hundreds of metabolic enzymes. Okay, and many of the proteins of electron transport chain contain iron-sulfur cluster involved in the transfer of high-energy electron. I believe that after this, you can understand every term in this sentence, but you got lost when you put them together. Especially, I had no idea about how much you learned when you were a high school student. But when you read high, I know, energy, I know, electron, I know, but transfer high energy electrons, you got lost because it's the metabolism pathway. We need to remember that. Okay, and ultimately, ATP synthesis. Okay, and iron is also involved in numerous metabolic reactions that take place mainly in the liver. And it means to remove or to reduce. Toxify. Thus, detoxify. Try to remove the toxic agent, toxic compounds. Okay. Harmful substances. Moreover, iron is required for DNA synthesis. The great majority of the iron used in our body is recycled from continuous breakdown of the red blood cell. Okay, get it? Here's the picture. Here's the picture. One hemoglobin has 4 subunits. When, for example, when the blood in our lung or in our organs, our tissues, it has different situation. The concentration, oxygen concentration in blood will regulate the structure of hemoglobin. And here is like a flying saucer, is heme. And the iron in the center, that is called ferrous iron. It means iron in iron in ion, I-O-N, and ion form with 2 positive charges. And I don't think you need to memorize those details, but I did when I was a junior student in the college. Okay. And hemoglobin is composed of 4 peptides. Each contains a heme group with iron in the center. And if you like that, you can watch this. In the future, if you are interested in the protein database, I will show you a 3-dimensional structure of this kind of compound. I just guess. I know you are not a major in biochemistry or the science. However, that kind of database might inspire you to find some business model. Okay, and okay, and okay. Just take a break. We just 30 seconds to ring the bell. Okay, take a break. Then I will take a roll call next class.